This is what my people should do and rise up and stop killing each other. Tell me if I'm lying. My people afraid of the white man. They do. They're afraid. He don't kill the white man. No. He kill the black man. Yes. For no reason.
How can we get some of this land, fertile land, so we can plant grain abundantly for the black people? That is my question. How can we get some of this fertile land and some of this forest with trees so we can have for the black people? Because every one of the forests that into the Americas belongs to the white people. Acres and acres, millions and millions of acres of forest, the white men control it. So what we going to do for our people? How can we stop our people from smoking drugs? I cannot give up. I cannot give up on that. You know why? Because the amount of people that I try to stop smoking drugs, if I did get $1 for each one of them, I would have $6, $8, $9 million in my pocket. I preach to so many male and female face to face about narcotics. Some of them still remain and some of them fade away. 3/4 of them fade away. They're no longer in my sight, or I cannot find them no place in existence. But yet still, I am trying to stop the people from using narcotics. It seems like it's a losing battle because they're not trying to stop. They love what they are doing. So should you just leave it alone? What do you think? You think the government should legalize their drugs so they can smoke as much as they want to, get crazy, intoxicated, so they can hurt other people? Because most of these people, when they smoke the drug, it causes their mind to become intoxicated. So they lose their sense of direction. And the popo or the police abuse them as they're doing. Because they're doing at that moment, it's not clear. They cannot make a decision at that moment, right or wrong. They cannot. So now we have the crazy house full of those people, and if they let them out, they go straight back to the narcotics smoking. We should have them on the farmland where no one can give them drugs. And if the home people try to make drugs up to give unto them, we should get rid of those people. And you have black people today that is preparing drugs for their people. They do not want the mind to be clear and free of narcotics. Because if your mind is free of narcotics, you can see the light of the day. You know what is right and you know what is wrong. 3/4 of these people does not know what is right and what is wrong. Because people told me that. They don't know what is right or what is wrong. Because their mother and their father never told them that. And some of them did not have father in the home, and the mother didn't know what is right and wrong themselves. But if you grow up with right and wrong, you will understand it through your life. And you will mostly stay away from the wrong. Because you know it will get you in problems or in trouble. Either with the government or with your neighbors. And once you understand that, you will stay away from the wrongdoing. Everybody knows wrongdoing when they do it or when they did it. Everybody do. If you stab a man with a knife, you know it's wrong. If you don't know it's wrong, you're a mad person. That's what I'm talking about. But the people that lose their sense of thought and idea, they don't know what is wrong or right. So we call them mad people. And when the person is mad, you have to try to get them better from the madness. And the mule can get you from your madness. You know the mule for the beast? You can take a part of that mule and get a mad man or woman better from the madness of the mind. Instead of strapping them down and shoot them up with all type of narcotics and shocking the body or shocking the brains. There is things out there for the mad person, but they did not mad naturally. That's two ways of madness. Madness is from natural madness and madness from narcotics. But if you do not understand that, then you get stuck. So we got to wake up our people. What are we going to do for our people? Young and old. That's my question. What are we going to do? Because we have no leaders. We have no protection. So what's going to happen? You have to bow to the government of the white people. You have to completely surrender yourself of the white government. Because we're not planning to repatriate back. And I don't think it's right to plan to repatriate because we were here before the white men came here. A lot of us.
He killed the black man. Yes.
My great 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 grandfather or did not came on the boat from Africa.
For no
He was in Jamaica.
reason. No reason at all. No reason at all.
There's a place in Jamaica we call Scatchall, and that's where he's from.
My people
And he speak a language that I do not speak.
always afraid of my people. My people afraid of.
And I only have one and two words from that language.
He don't kill the white.
And I do not even know the meaning of those words.
Kill the white woman. No.
Yankee Pangasasi, Afana, East.
Man.
I don't know the meaning of those words.
Who we kill? Black babies. The black man.
And those are the words he used
Just a big shame. A big shame.
when
He killed
he was living here before the white men
the black man.
brought the rest of black people to the Western world.
Black babies. He killed.
So therefore, black people were here before. Case closed.
He killed the black man.
Because we was the original people of the planet, so we have to be traveling all over the place.
Black man. Black man. I'm stopped.
We take our the four-footed beast and we move from one destination to another.
Preachers.
There was no boundary, because we did not use the stone to build our dwelling.
Babies.
We used dry leaf and green leaf.
Black babies. Preachers.
And when it's getting ready to deteriorate, we move away to another spot.
White man.
Remain there for a time.
The black man.
Remember, we didn't use months and dates and hours.
Reason. No reason.
So we remain there for time and then we move off in time to another place for a period of time.
No reason at all.
That's how it was.
Tell me if I'm lying. You're not lying.
The ocean was not high, way up. It was low, so we can cross all the way from one place to another.
My people. Afraid of.
Because the ice was abundantly
He don't kill the
at the North Pole.
He don't kill the white.
And at the South Pole, ice abundantly.
Kill
So the water and the river was low.
black women. Who we kill? Black babies.
It's not anything break off and bring it here.
It's just
That's
a
some bullshit.
big shame. He killed black babies.
There's no part of the ocean break off.
Black woman. His old man. Black
And people want to speak like that.
kill.
And come on, talk to me like that. Let's face me up, man to man.
Kill the black man.
And I show that the herd is not break off from one place to another. Jamaica break off from Florida. Cuba break off from Florida. That's some nonsense. Because you cannot swim on the Florida. You cannot swim on the Jamaica. You cannot swim on the Cuba and go to the another part.
Stop.
It's on the foundation of the earth.
The black man. Black baby.
There's no part break off.
Church. Tell
Drain the ocean and you see all the
man. Stop.
all the land.
Baby. Stop.
The bottom of the ocean is there.
Kill the black man. Black baby. It's just
But if you want to fool the mind of the people and tell them the hurt break off and
disgrace.
whatever,
Big shame. Big shame.
they go for it.
It's a big disgrace.
They don't know. They go for what you tell them.
Black man.
They're not trying to seek it out themselves.
Black man. Black man. It's just killing
The herd is one
black woman. It's just
one bungle of land.
big shame.
And some of the land covered with water.
Tell the
And
black
the part that is covered with water we call it the bottom of the ocean.
stop kill black man.
And some part that covered
Preachers.
with rivers we call it the bottom of the river. If you dry the river up, it becomes to be land.
Stop kill black.
That makes sense?
You don't kill white
You
man.
goddamn know it makes sense.
You don't kill white woman. No.
If you drain the ocean, it's become land. And things start growing there. And we start planting things there.
All you do.
We start cleaning the debris out and plant grain.
Big shame. It's just a big shame.
And we can harvest them grain.
Black man. Stop. It's killing
Because
white
if the ice melt in the North Pole,
preachers.
it's going to take up all the land that we have, some of the land.
Man.
So that land will be to the bottom of the ocean.
Killing black man.
Though, so wake up, man. And let's see if we can get some revival overstanding. Get some new revival overstanding. And tell our brothers right from wrong. Because some of them do not know. And if they do not know, it's never been taught to them, and the brains cannot function properly because narcotics get in there early. Look, look, look. Before some of these baby born, narcotics in the body. Either from the pharmaceutical company or from the mother that's smoking up all the drugs. You think I'm bullshitting you? I said before the baby is born. The doctor will tell these mother, hey, there's some infection in the body or whatever. So they start shoot up the mother and so the baby drink it all up. That baby come out twist up. Come out with one eye. Come out with no hands. Because they want to have experimentation. To see what caused this and what caused that. And also the mother smoke up the narcotics. Baby come out with big eyes. Split lip. Do you hear me? Huh. So you have to be careful when these people are talking bullshit. They get paid. Look, the more drugs the pharmaceutical companies sell, is the more money they make. They don't just have a drugstore for no reason. Why you think it's called drugstore? Because they're selling drugs. Huh? Why you think they call it drugstore? Because they're selling drugs. But their drugs is legal by the government. You, the consumer, cannot have drugs legally at home. As they will put you in jail. And you can't practice medicine at home, as they will put you in jail if you use the word medicine. Because they control the thing you call money. They're not trying to control health. They're not there to make you better. They're there to make you sicker so they can make more money out of your sick ass body. And they can experiment on your body. Some people taking drugs that they don't need to be taking from the pharmaceutical company. Look, if you eat something at home and you got a headache for 2-3 days and you run to the doctor and say I got a headache, they're going to give you medicine. I just call it medicine. It's not medicine. And you take it. You're going to have more headache sooner or later. Because what they gave you trying to make headache. So when you feel a little pain, you run and take those tablets, and you figure it goes away, you gotta take more tablets. And that's how they make money. So a lot of people hook on these painkillers and figure they're getting better. You're not getting better, you get worse. Because you have to take more. You gotta take more until you get worse. And you go on to the morphine. And you go on to the heroin or whatever. They give you heroin. Some doctors give heroin to the patient. Or you go to the heroin lab and go there in the morning and take it. You may be thinking I'm bullshitting. So I'm going to get off this program right now because you don't know what is taking place. So by you don't know what is taking place, you figure I'm telling the story. You can't smell the coffee. But that's what these people do. gotta wake up, man. So we can take the land away from these white governments and share it among ourselves. Because they got all of the land. That's all I'm saying. Keep that in your mind. How can we get some of the land from the white people, white government? And if you can't understand what I'm saying, hit me up. Peace, respect.